Jim, you finished the pre-party last night. The crowd was a bit mixed because we were just talking about it. We had the good fellas before that. Did you enjoy yourself anyway, or was it a bit hard to get them heated up?
I always enjoy myself on stage anyway, so whatever I do, whatever gig I do is always fun. But it's difficult. Obviously, Friday night, people are tired. They've been travelling to get down there. And obviously, mixed crowd. Walldorf is always a different lot of people. Some rockabillys, some swing people. But it was fun, and I just do what I do. If people like it, then I'm happy. And if they don't like it, then they can walk away. So it's not a problem.
You can actually see that you're really enjoying yourself on stage, and you're just doing your thing, if I can call it that way. You've played Walldorf with a whole lot of different bands. This time with the Whipcracking Daddies, your own band. Usually, strange word in that case, but usually you're with, like, I don't know, the Caravans. You were here, I remember, Mark Lee Allen, a whole lot of different bands. So how was it to play with your very own band?
I like my own band. The thing is, people, some of the older guys know that my stuff was the Rancho Deluxe in the 90s, and I was never a side man. I was always like, a front man of bands. By accident and a bit of a mistake, really, I ended up sort of playing guitar for a few people for some fun, and then I got known to like being a guitar player, which kind of pisses me off because I was always a front man. So coming back here now as a singer and guitar player, that's where I feel at home, really. That's what I want to do.
You do play a lot of different styles. You also show that the way you dress for different gigs and shows. And so what would you say, where are your roots? Is it more rockabilly, psychobilly, or can't you say that? Is it just the mixture of all of it?
It's impossible. I mean, the thing is, I'm old and I'm English, so that means we grew up with rock and roll. Mm-hmm. All of our parents when we were kids had Buddy Holly and Gene Vincent and Eddie Cochran records indoors. So I grew up being into rockabilly and rock and roll, and obviously 1981 the Stray Cats came up. So after that and the Meteors and things I was getting into. So we were rockabilly kids, but then we grew up in the 80s, so we knew about psychobilly. I don't give a toss what I listen to, what I look like, what I'm playing. I like what I like. Problem is also being a guitar player, as I can't limit myself to just playing rockabilly or psychobilly or jazz or punk or metal. I do what I want to do, and so I do 3 or 4 different bands just so I can do that, just so I can do exactly what I want to do when I want to do it.
When you're at home, what do you listen to?
50s rockabilly, a lot of very dark folk stuff, dark country, blues, some rock music, some punk music. Psychobilly-wise, I listen to it occasionally. The thing is with psychobilly is I like the good bits, but I hate all the bad bits about it. Mm-hmm. So I tend to listen to more rockabilly because that's better than psychobilly, in my opinion.
Because psychobilly evolved out of rockabilly, so it's just the next step. I know that years ago you still had your normal day job. Do you still have that?
Yeah, but I work it out myself. I run my own business. I do investments and shit like that. But the thing is, the thing of running my own business is I can do what I want when I want. If I want to go away for 3 or 4 days, I'm away. No one tells me what to do. And then if I want to go home and make some good money, then I'll do some work for 3 or 4 weeks and I'll do all right. And it sponsors this sort of thing because I could make a living out of doing this, but not very good living. And it's the rock and roll lifestyle all sounds very good fun, but after a few years of it, you've either got to sort of get your head together or it all goes wrong, and you wake up too many hangovers like today.
That's just a normal thing in the rock and roll business, isn't it? So you pick like the mixture of having a normal day job and being a musician, and you've always got your money, I guess. You have, as I said, a lot of different projects going on. Is there one that you can pick out that is most important for you?
Yeah, me. Jim Jeffries is Jim Jeffries. I mean, people are saying now, why is it some of the flyers are saying Jim Jeffries rather than Whipcracking Daddies? The Whipcracking Daddies, I don't know what band I was in, but I said to Choppy and Mark Richards, I said, look, let's just do our own thing again. I'm fed up with playing for everybody else. And because that was a band, the 3 of us decided to start it together. It was a band, it wasn't just about me. The problem is Mark and Choppy don't get on anymore. Choppy's often busy, so I had Rene from the Hot Wheels playing, brilliant German guy that I met on tour last year. So this is the problem: is that the band was a band. Now Mark and Choppy won't play together anymore. That is it. There's no more me, Mark and Choppy. So I use Puck, German guy from Cologne, brilliant bass player. And sometimes I also use Choppy and Lee Barnett. Lee was from the Caravans and Mad Dog Cold, etc. So I've come to realise that it's me. You know, I am the band. It's not a band anymore. So I thought, well, fuck it. You know, start going out as Jim Jeffries because people know who I am. Sometimes people know who I am more than the band name. So this is why I'm slowly going to start going out as Jim Jeffries, not as the Whipcrackin' Daddies.
One last question. What can we expect from Jim Jeffries and his music in the next couple of months and years?
In the next couple of months? Well, if I can do a bit more hard work rather than being away enjoying myself playing and gigging, I'm finishing off writing my new album of ballads. Although I do like to rock, I also like some big, serious, dark songs. And I'm in talks with a couple of quite important German people. I won't say who at the moment in case the deal doesn't come through. But there's a couple of deals on the table about me doing a big new album of well-produced, very, very nicely played with some good musicians, 50s ballad stuffs, with maybe like a sort of a big sort of pop sound, maybe a bit radio play, etc. So we'll see what happens with that. Also, business as normal. I'm still playing with a couple of other bands, and you'll see me in Germany, etc. soon.